Oh, what happened?
And again, my fault. I'm telling you, I gotta get a new laptop. This shit be wilding, bro. But shout out to everybody in the building. What's good? What's good? This is Knicks and Ish. This is the first time I'm in a minute. Me and Kev been on the live together. You know what I mean? So shout out to my co-host Kev. I just want to give him his flowers for holding it down while I've been MIA for a while. You know what I mean? Trying to get to the chicken, man. You know, real life goes on. And I've been trying to get to the chicken. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy that I have a guy like Kev that's able to fill in and do the damn thing, not just fill in, just do a great job at it. Shout out to Fraz, shout out to Anna Bryant, Mrs. Nix. Shout out to my guy Mayhem Marlin for all helping out and chipping in and filling in while I've been MIA. I'm going MIA again for a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you guys, right? But shout out to the fam, the Knicks and Ish fam for coming together as a conglomerate and making sure that we ain't missing no steps. You heard? Uh Great win tonight. Let's start off with that. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Michael Brown in the building. I see you. You know what I mean? Let's get these shout outs out the way. Uh Shout out to Darlene. Shout out to my guy O'Neal. You know what I mean? Darlene, I miss you too. Darlene is here all the time. You feel me? Like she don't miss no beats. So shout out to you. I miss you as well, Darlene. I miss all y'all. You know what I mean? I miss doing this. You feel me? And unfortunately, my new role at this job has me missing a lot of games. So I gotta watch it like way after the game drops. But we're gonna talk about that later with new perspective that gives me about the team. But right now we're gonna talk about the actual game. Uh Kev, take us into the first quarter because I missed the whole first quarter. Yo, Kev, you on mute, Playboy.
How about now? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. The first quarter we won that quarter 33-28. We kind of we came out aggressive.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
but but Utah always fights back, man. They not an easy team to run away on. So they were pretty aggressive, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I mean, and one thing I know about Utah too, they run 3 7 footers at the same time, bro. Like that's and we're not talking about 7 footers that are just like the prototypical 7 footers that's immobile and can't move. These guys are agile. They
Yeah, man.
they're not great shot blockers, but they're decent at rebounding enough for their size that they can make it difficult for you to attack the defensive boards, and they can shoot. You feel
Yeah.
me? And they can shoot. So it's a
Mhm.
hard matchup for anyone. You know, I saw like the last couple minutes of like the maybe the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, and I realized Jalen Brunson was going absolutely ape shit tonight. Shout out to my guy
Yeah.
Fraz in the building. You already know Team Knicks and Inches in the building. Yo, Fraz,
Facts.
tomorrow I'm gonna call you tomorrow, Fraz. We got to talk about some stuff. You know what I mean? Involving
Um.
Knicks and Ish. But
Yeah,
yeah,
your man, Jalen Brunson, man. He had 15 points in the first quarter alone,
cooking, cooking.
cooking. You know,
Uh,
he
yeah, game, my fault, game.
nah. He really like without him, we'd have a lot of problems, bro.
I
Without him,
agree.
we'd have a lot of problems, man.
We
Because
we'll
like
definitely
he
be.
cat.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but we'd definitely
No,
be
no, go
under
ahead.
500. That's all I want to say.
Yeah,
We'd definitely be under 500 if it wasn't for Jalen Brunson.
yo, that's a fact, man. That's a fact, bro. Like the dude is a bulldog, bro. Like he's just a solid player, bro. You
Yep.
know, when I hear like the bull hog talk, I'm
Craziness.
confused by it. I'm confused by it. Like I really feel like he would he would be averaging more assists if guys knock down shots.
So
You know what
you
I mean? Like
you know what makes it ridiculous to me that he's a ball hog. The fact that he has the highest field goal percentage on the team outside of somebody like Jericho Sims that just dunked the ball. You know what I mean? Like outside of anybody else, Jericho Sims and maybe Mitchell Robinson probably has a higher field goal percentage. I'm not sure. But outside of those two guys who do nothing but dunk the basketball, he has the highest field goal percentage on the team. So guess what you need? You need the guy with the highest field goal percentage to shoot the ball more often. Especially when your third best scorer on the team is shooting a whopping 43% from the field.
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody to sit there and call Jalen Brunson a ball hog, again, what game are you watching? How do you understand the game of basketball? You feel me? Because outside of Julius Randle, he is the offense. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, he is the offense. Him and Julius Randle is the offense for the New York Knicks. So you need your two best scorers to shoot the basketball as often as they do. Alan Hahn in the post game, I got a chance to catch a little bit of it. Said, you know, everybody else is going to be on a short leash on this team aside for Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
Which makes absolute sense. You feel me? Because those are your two most consistent scorers. 25 per game scorer in Julius Randle and a 24 per game scorer in Jalen Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
So of course they're going to take the most shots and hog the ball because Julius Randle at 45%, Jalen Brunson at damn near 50. 40% from the 3-point line. You feel me? Like, so obviously those guys are going to take the most shot. And what you need to understand about this team, I didn't mean to go on this long pause, but what you need to understand about the team, the offense is not the issue with this team. We're putting up points.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively is where we've been struggling, but we're going to talk about what will be the remedy to that just a little bit later. Going into the second quarter, is what I saw, and that's when the second unit came in. The new look of the second unit is dope to me. Yeah, I mean with the addition of Josh Hart. We're gonna talk about how some of y'all was talking crazy about Josh Hart a little bit later, but we're gonna just talk about the game right now. The new addition of Josh Hart puts a whole different feel on the second unit. A whole different feel because not only do you have somebody who's going to go ape shit and go 100%, 120% every possession, he's smart. You feel me? Like he's smart. He knows that I got the steal. We need to push the tempo. I'm getting the ball up my hand fast so guys can get up the court. And why this is important is because of somebody like Obi Toppin. How many times he found Obi in the open court tonight?
Yo,
You feel me?
couple times. Word.
Obi didn't convert a lot tonight because again, we're going against a team with 3 7-footers. You feel me? And he's going to the basket. These guys, like I said, they're agile. They're getting back and they contested shots. But he went to the line. But he was in transition, which is something that we haven't seen really from Obi most of this season. Yep. Obi hasn't really been in transition like that because nobody gets the ball up the court. When Quick get the ball, Quick is pushing the ball for Quick to score. Yeah, you know what I mean, which is something that we need with the second unit. No, that's not a knock on him. You feel me? We need Quick to push the ball and look for his shot. But with a person like Hart on the court, now the ball is being pushed with the intent to look for the other people that is on the court with him. And that's going to benefit Obi. That's going to benefit our Hart. I don't want to ramble because I want you to get, I mean, I want you to have your moment.
Hey, listen, no. Listen, do your thing, bro. You know, you've been gone for a while and they need to hear you, bro. Talk your shit, man. Talk your shit.
I appreciate that. So So and then iHeart. Now you got two guys. Even though I had my issues with iHeart, now you got two guys on the court at the same time that plays with the same kind of reckless abandon. We just out here giving energy. You feel
Word.
me? And watching them on the court together, crashing glasses, running the floor. Hart, Jay Hart misses the layup. Our Hart coming to clean up. It's
Yeah, man.
that the second unit is going to be exciting to watch. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. Matty Smooth is in the building. You already know the vibes. That's my guy, Matty Smooth. Uh, T Harris, because I don't want to mess up your name. I see you in the building. You heard me. Uh, I miss y'all too. This is a fact. You feel me? This is a fact. I miss y'all. Like I miss doing this. I made a commitment to be more consistent this year, and I tried to do that, but grown up life stuff. You know what I mean? Mayhem
Word.
Marlin is in the building. You feel me? Uh oh, JJ Jackson's in the building. That's a fact. Team Knicks is in the building. The conglomerate is being represented tonight. But back to what I was saying.
Facts.
Watching the Heart Foundation. If you remember wrestling,
Yeah.
if you remember wrestling, right? The Heart Foundation. That's the name for them. That's the name for
Yeah,
our Heart and
that's
J Heart is the Heart Foundation. Yeah, the Heart Foundation on the court tonight was something exciting to see. You feel me? Just the energy that they put forth. Our Heart has been stepping up his game over the last what I will say 7 games. Let's say 7 games. Our Heart has been stepping up his game and his effort.
facts.
And now
Facts.
you have somebody who really Owen is in the building. I see you. Yeah, that's a fire name, bro. We running with that. Remember, if
You
anybody else use
yeah,
that,
hell yeah.
yo, if y'all hear anybody use the Heart Foundation for I Heart and J Heart, just know that you heard it on Knicks and Ish first. You feel me? That's a fact,
Facts.
Darlene. Kev definitely did his thing. Darlene giving you
I
your flowers,
appreciate
Kev.
you. Yo, I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
you, darling. I appreciate you. I appreciate her, man. She's wonderful, man. Word.
Solid, bro. She's solid. But yeah,
She's
so I love
wonderful,
to see them.
man.
Yeah, I love to see the Heart Foundation on the court together. Last thing about J Hart before we really go a little bit further into J Hart later on is uh it's gonna make guys like Quentin Grimes have to play a little bit harder. You want to play. You want to play. Like, and I got no knocks about Quentin Grimes. That's my guy. You feel me? But if you want to stay on the court, you got to play with that kind of reckless abandon. You feel me? It ain't
Yeah.
enough just to be a good defender. You got to continue to make the 50-50 plays. You feel me? And RJ, that Dwayne is in the building. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Shout out
Yo,
to
what up,
Dwayne in
D?
the
What's
building.
good, D? What's good, D?
Yeah. But Dwayne, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like, and RJ. You know what I mean? But yeah, Kev, go ahead. Cause I miss y'all guys and I could talk the whole 2 hours tonight. You know what I mean?
Nah, listen, Hartenstein has been stepping up. I'm looking at his last 10 games and it's not that bad. I know a lot of people are there. He doesn't have too many fans out here,
Mm-hmm.
but we gotta give him his flowers as of late, man. I'm looking at his stats here and you know, lately rebound, he's been rebounding the ball really well. And his
At 14
last, let's
tonight.
see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 games he's had out of the last 8 games he's had 6 double digit rebound games,
Yo, and tonight
which is not bad, man.
he had
14.
14, 6 offensive.
Yeah. 6 offensive
That's
rebound. He had an assist, a block, 6 points. He was 3 of 5 from the field, shot
so
60%. Like, that's great, man. We need that.
that's a fact. And when we talk about rebounds and we talk about offensive rebounds, bro, like if you anywhere above 4, that's an impressive night of offensive rebound, right? So now we're talking about 6. That's a great game on the offensive glass for one person, especially for somebody who's coming off the bench. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy
Yup.
Barry in the building. You know what I mean?
Yo, what up,
Even though
Barry?
he's a
What's
net
good?
fan, he's a part of
Hit
the
that like button.
he a part of the fam. He's here every time we do a post game, and I appreciate you.
Facts.
Uh
Actually, he was in the spaces with us earlier, running it up.
yeah,
Word.
no, that's my guy Barry, man. Barry, good people, man. You already know the vibes. Knicks next
Yeah.
Monday. We ain't even going we ain't even talking about that yet. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk
Yo,
about that, but
as a matter of fact, before you say anything, and it's funny because I was in the space today and I was telling Fraz and Marlon and them, and I was like, JJ is gonna have to start calling Hartenstein by his name. Like, you can't be calling him number 55 no more, fam. Like, your man, listen, he's been stepping it up ever since Mitch went down. Ever since Mitch went down, bro, he kind of like picked it up big time.
yeah, shout out to my guy, Big Fan Breezy in the comments. You know what I mean? He's a net fan. That's my co-host on Who Run the
Yeah.
City. But yeah, I mean, he be in here in the comments. I don't mention him much because he usually trying to talk spicy, and we don't do that here. But
Yeah.
he don't get kicked out because he's respectful.
Yeah.
That's it. He don't come into the spaces trying to talk crazy. You feel me? He enjoys basketball with Knicks fans. You feel me? It's possible to enjoy basketball and not have to talk crazy. You feel me? Uh
Yeah.
but yeah, now you yeah, JJ, you definitely gonna have to start calling iHeart by his name. And and, and
Facts.
and especially when you mentioned to him and J Hart together. That's the Hart
Hmm.
Foundation. You feel
A
me?
Heart Foundation.
Word. That's the
That's
Hart
a dope
Foundation.
name, man. That's a dope name. And and as if you look at, bro, as soon as the second unit came in, I think we scored like 9 straight points. We went on a
Yeah, we were
9-0
like a
run. Like,
yeah, it was like a
right
nine.
away, bro.
Yeah, it was a 9-0 run. They said it. They said it was literally since the second unit came in the game, the Knicks was on a 9-0 run. And that's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
energy, you
Yup.
know.
Yup.
And I won't just say all energy because I think Jay Hart is more than just the energy player. He's intelligent. He has a high basketball IQ, especially on the defensive end. Uh, his instinct for predicting what the defense is going to do. How many times he jumped in the lane tonight? You know, just
Hmm.
being perceptive as how the defense, the offense was going to move the basketball, and that led to a lot of easy baskets and fouls for us. I mean, like so. I'm trying to save my energy for when we really get into the what I really want to talk about with Jay Hart and these Knicks fans when he got traded here. Trying to save my energy without giving him too much flowers right now, Kev. But
Nah,
before
but
you jump into a little bit, go ahead.
he I wrote a post early on Twitter and I was like, so y'all still mad about the Josh Hart trade? Y'all still mad about that?
Yeah, I mean they gonna get over it real fast and in a hurry, Kev. Real shit,
Yo,
bro.
listen, bro, like from what I seen today, bro, he filled up the stat sheet, bro. Like he
Uh,
completely filled up the stat sheet, bro. Completely.
I will say this, right? Like there's no alarming numbers that jump out at you
Nope.
with our hearts game tonight. But if you actually watch the game, you know how big of an impact he had on the game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so just to jump into his stats because that's where we're going with this anyway. 11 points, uh, 4 steals, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. On 3 for 6 shooting. Right,
Mm-hmm.
coming off the bench, I will absolutely ask for nothing more. That's actually tremendous. That's tremendous basketball coming off the bench, right?
That's a fact.
Uh, and you know, 11 point. When was the last time we seen anybody complimented Quickly's 15 points with 11 points?
It's been a while. It's been a
When was
while,
the
bro. We
last
gotta like
time we seen our bench score over 30?
34 tonight.
You feel me? And unfortunately, it Deuce McBride has had to be sacrificed. You feel me?
hmm
The basketball gods have called and demanded that the New York Knicks sacrifice Deuce McBride. I like Deuce. Yeah, I mean he's a scrappy defender in his own right, but he's nowhere near close to what Jay Hart could do. You feel me?
Facts. And the energy that he brought off the bench was tremendous. I mean, right away, like I said earlier, as soon as him and iHeart came into the game, it was like we went on a 9-0 run and we took off after that. But it was definitely good to see our bench put up points, man, because we've been lacking this year with the bench somehow, some way, somehow. You know what I mean? Our bench has been struggling. Our bench has definitely been struggling. And so that was a plus to have that, man. Like he really filled up the stat sheet, man. And grabbing rebounds, like our second unit, like grabbing rebounds has been a big issue.
That's a fact.
It's been a big issue, and he kind of helped out with that. So I'm gonna let you, because I know you was talking, so I
No,
kind
no,
of
no.
like so
You
do
was
your
making a
thing, man.
great point because that's something else that I was going to, elaborate on. And I was thinking about watching the game is like those 50-50 balls. Pause, right?
Facts, facts.
This is why we lost a lot of these games, bro. Because in late game situations, guys would not get in these 50-50 balls. And that's
Nope.
what Josh Hart does. And he does it
Facts.
well.
Yo.
Again, when people want to question why the Knicks are not an elite basketball team, and my answers always be the same. It's not offensively, it's hustle and defense.
Yup.
Hustle and defense. Because the starting lineup has literally been giving us like 95 points a game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like they literally been getting every game. You got 20 points from RJ Barrett. You got 24 points from Jalen Brunson. You got 25 points from Julius Randle. And you got
Mm-hmm.
6 to 8 points from whoever's running the center at that time. Right?
That's a fact.
So, and then Quentin Grimes is giving you 6 to 10. You feel me? On any given night. So
Yup.
the offense has never really been an issue. It's been the bench production and getting those 50-50 balls late at the game. And that's what Josh Hart does, bro. Did you see the way he was just flying around the court? Like he's a hawk for the basketball. The ball
Yeah, he
paddles
is.
on the rim, and he just like tracking it down like a wide receiver does the long pass. You feel me? Like
Facts.
so.
I mean,
Yeah.
the offensive rebounds, I mean, four of them.
From a guard.
Yeah, four of them.
From a
Four of
guard.
them. Yup.
They got him listed as a shooting guard. If your shooting guard is getting 4 offensive rebounds in a game, that's great. Imagine when Mitchell Robinson get back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The defense is gonna be much much better.
And we're gonna smoke the offensive boards.
Yup.
We're gonna
And today we actually defended the perimeter really well.
I hustle is contagious, right?
Yeah.
If you got a guy on the court that you see is out there like, I'm gonna get everything, you feel kind of stupid not giving that kind of same effort,
Yeah, that's a
especially if
fact.
you're a professional. You know what I mean? Like I played a little bit of high school basketball, not a lot. You know what I mean? But a little bit. And there's been times that you see somebody going crazy, right? And you be like, yo, I gotta do the same thing, or coach gonna sit my ass down. Or
Fact.
you just feel bad that your guy is out there giving 100, and you just like, I'm not giving 100, and he gonna give that energy every night. And we have the guys that have that kind of talent to do the same exact thing, but ain't nobody leads them in that kind of effort. You know what I mean? Like Jalen Brunson tries, but he can only do so much because he's so tiny. Right? And then Julius Randle, his effort is coming and going. You feel me? Like, and that's my guy, and I will tell you that he don't give 120% every time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yep, that's true.
But when you got somebody like Josh Hart that's gonna come out and be like, "Yo, I'm going 120 every time," and the fact that he knows what his role is already and embraces that, yo, this is what I am, this is who I am. It's fire. Yeah, I mean, it was fire to see. It was refreshing. Like he's doing everything that we wish that that Deuce McBride could have been.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, a lot of experience has to do a lot with that, bro. Like
It's a
he's
fact.
been around. I think this is his fourth team.
Yep. Fourth
He's
team,
had like
six head coaches.
six head coaches. Like, you know, that'll definitely, you know, get you to this type, you know, to this point, you know.
And
Um,
and yeah, hold on, Cap.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah, the energy that he brings off the bench is amazing, man. Like today, it was amazing. We need that type of energy, especially to compete to get against these teams in the East, man. Like, you know, I think a lot of the games that we lost early in the season was because our bench wasn't producing. You know, they weren't putting up points. Um, like I can't knock Emmanuel quickly, who I think should be six man of the year. Um, um,
Definitely,
he
he
was
should be in the conversation.
he definitely should, bro. And you know, credit to the front office. You know, because you know fans say they don't know how to develop players, but there goes a guy right there that's developing under our eyes, and nobody wants to give the front office credit for that. But yeah, anyway, that's another story. Um,
Yo,
but the fact that my
yeah,
bad,
yeah, my
I'm
fault.
gonna
No,
land
no,
the
no, yeah,
plane.
no, no. No, take your
I'm gonna
time,
land the
bro. Take your time, bro. Go ahead, do your thing.
yeah. You know, with the addition of Josh Hart, like you said, you know, prior, like now this takes pressure off of Manuel quickly, and like today, you know, he looked more like comfortable out there. The whole second unit, not just Emmanuel quickly, but the whole second unit, like you would think they would have been playing the whole season in one game, you know, in my opinion.
That's a fact. Yo, so I thought this was impressive, even though I'm not a huge plus or minus guy. I think it's rare, right, that you see damn near the whole team in the plus. The only person that wasn't in the plus tonight was Jericho Sims. He was a -3.
All right.
But everybody else that got minutes tonight was in the plus.
Yep.
That's rare. You feel me? Like to me, like when I look at the stats and I glance over the plus or minus, and it's not like it was a blowout. You feel me?
Mm-mm.
Especially in the game, we only won by 6 points.
Yep.
You feel
Yep.
me? So it's not like it was a blowout game to see the whole team in a plus. That's crazy. You feel me?
Well, except Jericho Sims, he was a
That's what.
-3.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Jericho Sims was in a
Mm-hmm.
-3, but pretty much everybody else in the plus.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm gonna run through these stats real quick because this is a point that I want to make, especially about Jalen Brunson. Which so we're gonna start with the starters. Julius Randle didn't have the greatest of shooting nights, which I hate. Right, I hate the fact that he chucks up threes as much as he does. I don't think he should ever be. I don't think he should consistently be chucking up 10 3-pointers a game. Right, like I think that's just horrible and lazy on his behalf. And this is saying
Hmm.
this is coming from somebody who's wearing his jersey right now, right? So I think it's horrible and lazy on his behalf that he just satisfied with just on nights that he don't have it, just chucking up 3-pointers. Especially like I understand they got 7-footers, but you stronger and bigger than all these guys and can get to the line, and you have a decent mid-range shot once you get 2 feet in the paint. Like there's a lot of options for you besides shooting 11 3-pointers. So I'm disappointed in Julius Randle about that. But I could definitely tell you that their length pause gave him fits because he only had 6 rebounds. Not normal for
Yeah,
Julius this season.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, definitely.
As much as I want to complain about Jericho Sims, he had 10 rebounds.
Five
You feel-
offensive.
yeah, that's a fact. As much as I want to complain about Jericho Sims and his -3 and his inability to keep his hands out of the cookie jar, you feel me? But I think that comes with time because Mitchell Robinson also had a problem with fouling early in his
Hmm.
career. But Mitchell's was more of jumping than it
Yeah.
was, reaching. But anyway, still it's a decent game for Jericho Sims. And that one play where he wouldn't give up when he kept on getting blocked showed me everything I need to see about that kid. Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he got blocked like 4 times back to back and still was like, nah, nah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get these points. Fuck what y'all
Yep.
talking about. But
Yep.
yeah, RJ Barrett started off a little bit slow, finished with 20. Still not a great shooting night for RJ Barrett. 6 for 15 from the field, 2 for 6. And again, he's another person. If you ain't got it, the day that RJ Barrett decisively decides that he's going to develop a mid-range jump shot, that's the year. That's the year he's going to take the leap that we all been waiting for.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
the,
agree.
the fact that it's still a 3-pointer or layup or nothing, it's kind of ridiculous going into year 4. That the only shots that he's willing to take on a consistent basis is a 3-pointer or a layup. Uh,
Hmm.
I understand that's what the statistics tell you to take, but if he's a student of the game and is watching all the best players in the NBA, every last single one of them have a mid-range shot. RJ Barrett can be great if he can consistently hit a mid-range shot. It gives so when you hesitate in the mid-range, when you're going to drive, they're going to have to respect it. And it just brings a whole not different dynamic to your game. You feel me? And I think that's what he needs. This is why he continually shoots sub 45% from the field. I think I just to make a comparison, I think Carmelo Anthony is definitely if he didn't get blackballed for those few years, is definitely a top 5 scorer in the NBA. But he shoots
Yep.
atrocious like 43% for his career, and I think it's because Carmelo took more difficult shots than RJ Barrett, right? Like
Yeah.
Carmelo took
Yep.
contested twos on a consistent basis. You feel me?
Yeah,
Carmelo
yeah,
Anthony,
that's a fact.
RJ Barrett shoots uh sub 45% because he takes the dumbest contested layups in America. You feel me? Like and 3-point shots. So as a 3-point shooter, you're already going to shoot sub 45. You're going to more likely shoot sub 40 as a 3-point shooter, right? So if you're looking at RJ Barrett's shots tonight, he shot 15 shots, almost half of them were 3-pointers.
Yep.
How can you be an effective basketball player and have high efficiency scoring wise if half of your shots are 3-pointers?
Yeah, man. Two or
I can
six.
I could almost make the same complaint for Julius Randle tonight.
Yeah.
Shot 11 3-pointers out of 26 shots.
Yeah, that's
It's
not
almost
good.
impossible to be an effective and efficient scorer if your half of your shots are 3-pointers. Because 35% that you're talking about almost a third of your shots, right? going in as a 3-point shooter is considered successful. But it's not considered successful. I'm sorry for stuttering. I was burping and the wine is
Nah,
kicking in.
yo,
But
let me go get something to drink real quick.
yeah, you got it. Almost a third of a third of your 3-point. If you make almost a third, slightly above a third of your 3-point shot, you consider it successful, right? But that's not considered for your overall field goal percentage, right? So you have to take more twos and smart ones. The thing about Julius Randle is that like he has a 3-level scoring game. So that's what compensates for Julius Randle's poor shooting nights from 3-point range, because he could shoot the mid range, he could get to the basket, all these things, right? So I just need RJ Barrett to consistently, right? Consistently be able to hit a mid-range shot, especially if he's going to be left out there as one of the primary scorers with the second unit. He has to be more versatile. You feel me? Like he has to be more versatile. And once he does that, sky's the limit for RJ Barrett. You feel me? Now Quentin Grimes had a horrible game tonight as far as offense goes, right? 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3-point line. 1 rebound, 1 assist. I don't know what was going on with Quentin Grimes tonight, but he was still a +1. He played good defense on somebody. Jordan Clarkson, that's his defensive matchup when he got in the game. He's still a +1, so obviously he did something really good, right?
Yeah.
So I'm glossing over Quentin Grimes to get to Jalen Brunson, because this is what I really want to talk about, right? Bruh. He's playing. He's now, the beginning of the season was a little bit rough. He had his rough patches, but he is now playing at a superstar basketball level, bro. Every other night is 35 plus. Am I lying, Kev? If I'm lying,
listen,
I'm flying.
I plead the fifth.
Every other night, he's dropping 35 plus. Since what? Since December. Every other night. I'm about to pull it up. I'm doing the same thing. I'm about to pull it up right now just so I can make sure I'm not lying.
Bro, and that's what I mean. Like a lot of the things that like the mid talk, I hate to hear it. Like,
so, yo, this is crazy.
The mid talk, like, oh, mid, like mid, like that mid conversation should be deaded. You can't call him a mid, bro, because a mid player, he's not playing at a mid level.
It's not.
The numbers that he's putting up and efficient. All right. Everybody wants to throw that word around. Efficiency. Bro, he's putting up all these numbers. Like the other night against the Clippers. Okay, we lost that game. But he had 41 points and was 14 of 19 from the field, shot 73%. He was 5 of 7 from the 3-point line and was 71% from the 3-point line, bro. And knocked down 8 of 10 free throws.
That loss
has 7 assists, 5 rebounds. But you telling me that's mid?
Yo, bro. The mid top is capped because of this, right?
It's ridiculous.
We just talking about maybe the last 9 games, right? I'm just gonna give you the last 9 games, right? Because I don't feel like I'm being lazy. I don't feel like doing more research, but I'm pretty sure it's even more impressive if I go a little bit further into his numbers, right? Tonight, 38 points. Night before, 30 points. Night before that, 25 points. Night before that, 21 points. The game that you just mentioned against the Clippers, 41 points. He missed the Miami game against the Lakers, 37 points. Against Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
27, 26. Against Boston, 29. Yo, these are super. And then you know what? I'm gonna even go even further for the ball hall talkers. He's averaging he's averaging over 6 assists per game this season. But what ball hog? And like Kev said earlier, if guys were making their open 3-point shots, his assists would be higher.
Bro, last 5 games, 7, 7, 5, 9, 5 to like I don't understand it.
Bro, this is only one game out of the last 9 that he has under 5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
And they calling him a ball hog. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I it it's I don't understand. This is what I'm saying about people not really understanding basketball. I don't understand how I don't understand how hard it is to be the most efficient scorer on your team and still have to pass the ball.
Yep.
Like
And,
I don't think they understand the amount of pressure that comes with. Like, yo, I know I have to get my offense off, but I
mm-hmm.
also have to get everybody else involved.
That's a fact, Silas. That's a fact. Because if RJ hits those shots, his assist game would be crazy. And the fact that he don't turn over the ball, that's the most impressive to me.
And you know what's even more crazy? Like, he don't turn over a lot. But you remember when we got Jalen Brunson? Everybody was like, yo, he can't shoot. We got another guy that can't shoot. Jalen Brunson is averaging 40% from 3-point range this season. That's elite 3-point shooting. Yo, we're not even talking about like regular 3-point. Like the average for the league is 35. He's shooting
Yep.
40%. That's elite percentage from 3-point range. From a guy that said that he couldn't shoot.
He couldn't move the needle.
And for somebody who's 6 foot, he's averaging 4 rebounds a game. That's impressive too.
Yep.
From your point guard.
Word.
Like Jalen Brunson. I got a question, Kev, because I'm not sure. I've been out the loop a little bit. Did they fill in those missing all-star spots for the East?
Yeah, it was Anthony Edwards and I forgot the other two players.
No,
But yeah,
Anthony
they did.
Edwards is on the West.
Yeah, but they put Anthony Edwards, and I forget the other two players that were
So they put West
subbed in.
players on the East.
I don't know how it works. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's
Um,
disrespectful. That's disrespectful, and that's disrespectful because what Jalen Brunson is doing is absolute all-star level. It's not even all-star level anymore. It's elite basketball player level. It's superstar numbers what he's doing right now.
mm-hmm. My show. Yup, Anthony Edwards, De'Aaron Fox, and Pascal Siakam. Those are the replacements.
So they put that's super disrespectful
And and,
because
and, and the De'Aaron, I'm sorry, the De'Aaron Fox is the one that got me, bro.
De'Aaron. Hold on, I got to look at De'Aaron Fox's numbers because I know they're not better than Jalen Brunson. I know they're not better than Jalen Brunson. Eh, it's all right. I ain't gonna lie.
It's close.
Nah,
24,
he's
6 and
having
4.
he's ended the 3 seed, so I'm not mad at that anymore. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
he he kind of deserves it just a little bit more than than Jalen Brunson this year. I ain't gonna hold you. 24, 4 rebounds in 6 assists. and he's shooting 50% from the field. I can't. I can't make the
But
argument.
you know, Jalen Brunson, I mean, it's pretty close, bro. Because
Yeah, now
Jalen is at 47%, and he's shooting 40% from three.
I hear you, but the fact that the Kings are the 3 seed in
The
the
third
West,
three seed, yeah, 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 yeah. That
I
makes
can't
sense.
argue that. I can't argue that.
Fact.
Yeah, I mean, so I it was a Jalen Brunson's year this year. You know what I mean? But I'm also happy that he didn't make it because that makes him. To me, I'm always like, yo, that's gonna make him work harder. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's,
Yep.
that's gonna make him still feel like he got something to prove.
Hmm.
But nah. So we talked about Jalen Brunson. That was something I want to talk about. IQ is somebody I wanted to talk about.
Let's do that.
We gotta start talking about most. I mean, 6 men of the year. You said that. No, oh
Yeah.
no. Before we do that, Jalen Brunson didn't make an All Star, but he definitely need to be considered as most improved player of the year.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
He got to be put in that conversation. We talking about somebody
Hmm.
who's going from what you call it, 16 points per game last year to
Yep.
24. That's
I
what we
mean,
talking
it's
about.
a big boost. I mean, if you go back to his rookie season when he averaged 9 points, then the following year 8 points, the following year 12, then 16, then 23. Like,
He got to be in the conversation. I don't know if he's gonna
yeah,
win it, but he got to be in the conversation. And especially when you look at the team, taking the team that wasn't in being largely responsible for a team that wasn't in the playoffs last year. If we get in, I feel like if we get back into the 6th seed and we stay there and make the playoffs, that award should be his.
yeah, yeah, it should.
Because
Especially if we start going off right now.
he's going on, bro. I think if he keep on playing like this, he's going to average 25 points before the game is over. We're going to have 25 per game scorers on his team before
I
the
agree.
season's over. You know what I mean? And he's going to need his flowers. He's going to need for them to give him the MIP because he's having a better year than Julius Randle have had his MIP season.
That was a pretty good year too.
He's having a better year. To me, yeah, I mean, more efficient shooting wise, higher assists. Of course, not going to be the same rebounds.
I
I
can't
can't.
name nobody. I
Yeah,
can't
we
name
said it at the same time.
nobody.
Well, I can't name anybody.
I can't name somebody, man. Like I really can't. He's definitely the one that you know.
But you know,
I think he's lead running for it, bro.
it's the Knicks, so they're gonna do what they can
Hmm.
do to give it to somebody else for whatever reason. But I also feel like if the Knicks make the playoffs, like not the play in, they make the playoffs. To me is undeniable. Right? They're gonna have to give him the award. Uh, Now let's get to this Josh Hart situation
Hmm.
because I've been away, and but I've been seeing the stuff on Nick's Twitter. I've been scrolling, and I've been seeing people like, "Oh, we gave away Cam Reddish for this guy. We gave away too much." I'm like, bruh, y'all haven't watched this guy play basketball because everything. Now you good. Everything that y'all claim that y'all want for New York Knicks basketball players, he is that. He's going to give you the hustle plays. He's going to lay it all on the line. He's going to play A1 defense. He's going to be everybody who complained about him, he's going to be one of their favorite players in a few weeks. I promise you. Everybody who was like Josh Hart, I promise you in a couple weeks, y'all going to be like, oh, yo, I love Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart. Because what you saw
Word.
tonight is not what Walt Clyde says, or what the phrase, it's not an admiration. You feel me? This is who he is, real life, all the time. He
Yep.
may not
Yep.
give you the biggest scoring numbers all the time, but he's going to try to make the plays that create winning basketball. You feel me? He's going to try to create those plays. Yeah, y'all gonna be thanking the front office later. And I got a whole nother soliloquy about that I'm gonna get into after I let Kev say what he want to say about Josh Hart. But we're gonna get into my other soliloquy later. But go ahead, Kev.
Me personally, man, I think people forget about the game when he had like 19 rebounds on us. You
All
know,
over the place.
he was all over the place. Like he really killed us. That he had a double double in that game. You know what I mean? And shout out to Fraz and Marlon because we was talking in the spaces and they brought up a point about he even had a 40 piece this year. He had a 40 piece this year, bro.
Did not know that. I know he could score though.
Yeah.
I
I
knew he
was
could
talking with
score.
Marlon. I was talking with Marlon Marlon and Fraz. Shout out to them in the chat and the spaces, and we was talking about it. And yeah, bro, he put up he
Yeah,
put up he put up some good numbers this year for Portland. And plus, I think he was averaging like 30 minutes. Well, how many minutes? He was averaging 26 minutes a game
yeah.
with Portland. So
I know the
I
year
see,
before
man.
he averaged 19 points a game. And that's I was like, yo, he could ball. You feel me? Like he could score if needed. You know what I mean?
Right.
He didn't his scoring numbers wasn't crazy. He scoring numbers dropped crazy this year
Yeah,
on
they
what
did.
you call it on Portland. But I don't think that's an indication of him as a talent. I think it's more of the way they play basketball over there in Portland. You know what I mean? Everything goes through Dame and I mean,
Anthony Simmons.
yeah, but
Anthony
everything goes
Simmons.
through. I think everything goes through Jules and Brunson, but I also feel like Brunson has a certain and Jules have a real comfortability with Jay Hart. You feel me? I didn't know until tonight that Julius and Jay Hart was on the same team in the Lakers. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
that was news to me. I was like, oh, so and that made the trade even make more sense. You feel me? It made even more sense when I found out. I was like, oh, I never doubted the front office, but they do know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They're
no, they do.
building a comfortable situation over there in Brooklyn where the best players feel comfortable on the court with everybody that they're playing with. You feel me? Like I just wish that if RJ Barrett got his life together, bro.
Bro, I believe he will. I believe he will. It's like I said in one of the lives earlier throughout the week. I said, you know, players go through these stretches. It's
Mm-hmm.
an 82 game season. You know, we've seen the best of them go through situations like
Yeah,
this, bro.
facts.
And this is, you know, in situations like this is when uh you know if you're a good player or not. You know what I mean? And I believe in RJ. I believe
Yeah,
he's gonna, you know, I believe he's gonna get his shit together. You know, he's 22, man. Like that's another thing people forget. Like he's still young, bro. Like
yeah, that's a
you
fact.
know, he's still a pup, a young puppy. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, like you know, he's still learning how to walk.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, and I always say it too, is like everybody don't develop the same rate. You feel me?
No, he
RJ
don't.
back
He don't.
like so when you look at his competition in the draft, like his company in the draft, especially people around his draft pick, genetic freaks. You feel me? Genetic
Facts.
freaks. Zion Williamson jump out the gym. You know what I mean?
John
Genetic
Morant.
freak. John Morant, like super fast, jump out the gym. Uh
Yeah.
Even some people like to say that Darius Garland is better than him, even though I don't agree. He's super
Yeah.
fast though. Like if you watch Darius Garland, and he can shoot. Darius Garland can shoot that rock. You know what I mean? But he's super fast. RJ Barrett has none of those gifts. Not one
Nah.
of them. He's not super fast. He don't jump high. He's slightly above average when it comes to being strong. Right? So everything else about his game has to be built brick by brick. And I feel like to me, it's not the final piece of the puzzle, but it's a big piece of the puzzle. Once RJ Barrett is consistently hitting a mid-range jump shot, he's going to average at least 23 points a game. Once he's
Yeah.
able to figure it out, like once he's able to figure out I can make this shot whenever I want to, at very least 23 points a game.
Yeah. But I don't think Silas, I think that, I don't think he's regressed. I
Defensively,
just
he
think
has.
no, defensively he has. But like regress to me is like completely you just completely fell off the roof. Like, and I don't think he's regressed. Defensively, if you say defensively, yeah, I say that. From one year to the next.
Now,
But
RJ Barrett is on par with his season from last year. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that is like literally all the numbers is literally like here. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. But I think that he does need to lose some weight, and I think in the off season he needs to
Work on
go in
his
the gym.
lateral.
Like
Yeah,
you need to work on your footwork, on your lateral. You need to lose some weight, hit the beach. Take out that agility ladder and put that shit to use, bro. Because that'll only make you better,
yeah,
especially defensively, man.
yeah. His lateral movement is super trash. And I don't know why his reaction time is so slow.
Mhm.
That's a
Mhm.
problem too. Like when I watch him play defense, it was you that was complaining about his lateral movement. I couldn't figure
Yeah.
out who it was where I heard it from. It made me start like really paying attention because this is another topic I want to talk about before we get on. I got league pass, so when I watch the replays of the Knicks game, it's probably like 2-3 days later, but I watch it from the different sport telecast perspective.
Right.
And the way y'all fools view the Knicks compared to how other teams in telecasters view the Knicks and the players make me feel right all the time when I say what I be saying, bro. You feel me? Like it's the opposing team. But anyway, I'm gonna get to that. But um, you said that about his movement, and I was watching, and I'm like, his reaction time is ass. You feel me? Like they'll make the move, and he's like a damn near a whole second behind every time.
Yeah,
And
he's
you know
he's
what,
been bad.
Silas, you might be right. You feel me? You might be right. I think he may have put on a little bit weight this summer, and
Mhm.
not the good time, not the good kind. You know what I mean? And he was never quick footed, uh,
Nope.
but he couldn't afford to lose nothing. I think his strength made up for a lot of his mistakes defensively, but not that much that he can just completely like kind of like fall off a little bit defensively. But that's the problem with him. He's his reaction time is horrible, especially when he's at the point of attack.
What's up? I'm Jake. I kick for the
Yo,
Philadelphia
he
Eagles,
said
and
Burger
my
King.
pregame
Wait.
ritual is eating a slice of
Yo,
pizza.
listen, man. The whoppers are
yo,
delicious, man.
yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. The whoppers be all bagging, bro.
Facts,
But
right?
yeah, bro. But yeah, man. He look heavy. A little. He
Yeah,
look a little heavy. You know
a
what I
little
mean? So
sluggish. And my thing is like, I got my complaints about Coach Tommy T. I know that he's not going anywhere,
nah,
but
facts. Right.
it's hard. It's hard for him to keep RJ Barrett on the court.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
He's
trying
been
to win.
taking them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to win the basketball game, and you getting cooked every time I turn around.
Yo, word. Like one game he got benched. Like late in the fourth quarter, like completely took him out the game. And then the next game, he put up a 30 spot.
Yeah,
Like,
like
yo, bro, you need to. Maybe we might need to bench you more often.
yeah. I also feel like he came alive a little bit in the late third, fourth quarter. But he wasn't really having a great game. If Grimes had a decent game tonight, RJ Barrett probably would have been on the bench for Josh Hart. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, that's hilarious. Yeah.
bro, that's a fact. You feel me? And I'm a big RJ Barrett fan as well, but it's like,
hmm
bruh, watching him play defense is excruciating. You feel me? It's like, yo, bro, like, how can you not stay in front of nobody?
Yeah.
How can you just not nobody, bro? Like, especially with the defensive year you had the year before. Like, we were talking about you like, yo, RJ Barrett about to be that guy. He about to be a two-way stopper.
hmm
And then this year you come out like, nah, I don't feel like playing defense.
Yo, and he was guarding all the best players last year, all the best
All of them.
players, and it was doing decent. And
You
then
feel
this
me?
year, like, he got the bag, bro.
I
He
think the
got the
bag is
bag.
making him tentative, especially on the offensive end. You know what I mean? Like,
Like, in the
and making
off
him more.
season,
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
yep. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Now, I think more like tentative was the wrong word. It makes him like force the issue more than he has to. Because a lot of
Yeah,
time he's going to the basket. I'm like, yo, bro, you wilding. You wilding. Why are you trying to lay it up on three people? You feel me? Like
yeah,
his
yeah,
his, his court vision need to be better. You know what I mean? Like, because he already makes up his mind. Like, RJ Barrett play like me, bro. Like, and it's wild to even say like that. Like, because I'm the same way when I play basketball. Like, yo, I'm either taking I'm gonna go to the basket or I'm gonna shoot this three. And when I go to the basket, I got tunnel vision. But I haven't played nearly as much basketball in my lifetime. And I'm older than RJ Barrett by like a decade and some change than RJ Barrett has played in his lifetime. Not even close. RJ Barrett in his
yeah.
time of living played way more basketball than me than I have at this big age. And for him to still not have any kind of court vision is wild to me.
It is, it is, it is, it is. And that's something that he's gonna have to develop, if he wants to really, if you really want to become that type of player, that all-star player that you want to become, you're gonna have to start doing different things, man, to enhance your game. Because after a while, these players figure you out. They start figuring you out, man, and then it's a dub for you.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they got his number already. You feel me? Like watching him play, like of course he gonna get away with scoring baskets because he's talented. You feel me? Like he's going to get 20 points because he's talented. Like, but I feel like they can limit him or make it difficult for him. What's that? What's that? What's that? That should sound loud as hell.
Nah, I
Yeah,
don't know why this shit keep coming. I keep muting it.
yeah. Nah, it's all good. Nah, like he gonna score baskets because he's talented. You feel me? And with the fact that other teams have two other guys they gotta pay attention to
Yep.
before him. So he gonna get his. You feel me? So, but I feel like they do have him figured out because they know like if he's not gonna shoot the three, he's going to drive all the way to the basket. 9 times out of 10, he's going to his left. So I just gotta wait for
Yep.
him to get to the basket and try to block it. That's it.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true.
Like at least with Julius Randle, you know he like to go to his left, but there's so many counters he could pull up. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's mad other things, and he can shoot the mid-range jump shot. You feel me? That's what makes Julius Randle more effective than RJ Barrett. It's hard for me to say
And
because I like RJ.
and you know, I was watching a video and you know, Stephen A. Smith, he always got some shit to say. And, you know, he was complaining about how, you know, Julius doesn't go right and la la la. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what you've been watching, but your man been going right and he been cooking going right.
Bro, if I'm averaging 25 points a game, shooting 45% from the field, why the fuck do I need to go right? Even if I am going left, even if I am going left, I'm busting everybody ass. What are you talking about? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and this is why
Hmm.
I get mad when I hear that complaint. You feel me? Because I'm a left-handed basketball player as well. You feel me? And I watch them play, and I do know most left-handed basketball players dribble better with their right.
Hmm.
So what Julius Randle does is it's not that he doesn't like to go right. He just don't like to lay up the ball with his right hand. He'll go right, but he'll still dunk it with his left.
Yeah.
He'll go right, but he'll pull up. You feel me? It's just a different vibe from what you're normally seeing from other players. You feel me? He just does it a different way. Like he'll go right, but he's going to lay it up with his left hand still. Like
Yeah.
that's the difference. You know what I mean? But what I also don't hear is these sports analysis. I watch a pretty fair, decent amount of basketball, bro. Most right-handed players don't go left as much as people claim they do. They don't. They do
No.
not. Everybody be like, yo, the lefties don't go, they don't go to their right, but the righties don't go to their left. They don't. Not
Nope.
nearly as much as you would think the way they complain about lefties going right. And that's crazy. And I watch this from a lefty standpoint because I be hating. I be hating. Oh, he don't go right. I be like, what you mean I don't go right? So I'll be watching righties play. I be like, y'all don't never go left. And I do go right because I dribble better with my right hand.
That's
Most
funny.
lefties do. If you boom, for instance, right? Watch James Harden play basketball. James Harden goes to his right mad often, but he'll always go back to his left. Always. 90% of the time, James Harden's going to go to his right, dribble, get damn near to the hoop, then Euro step to his left.
Yeah. And he's successful at it too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like righties don't never go left, bro. And I'm challenging y'all to watch how many times your favorite right-handed player go to his left. It's almost none. Almost none. Maybe once or twice. And when they do it, the announcers make such a big deal out of it. With the left. How often do you hear that in a basketball game? Almost never. Almost never. So for Julius Randle, all my lefties on the New York Knicks, I need y'all to stop that corny shit and saying that lefties never go right, and those lefties on the Knicks never go right because y'all never do the same shit for the righties that never go left. And I know this for a fact because y'all make a big deal every time a righty lays up the ball with the left hand. They make a big deal out of it with the left.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't never hear that in the basketball game, bro. So leave Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, leave all of them alone because y'all don't do the same shit for the righties. Y'all only notice it because y'all not used to somebody going to the left as much as y'all see a left-handed person going to the left. This is all I'm saying. I'm done with
That's
that.
true.
So I've been going for a while. So boom, trade deadline. I know some of y'all wanted us to do more. I'm happy that we did. I'm happy that we did. I know some of y'all wanted OG. I'm pretty sure from what I've heard, I don't know all the details, but from what I heard, Toronto was bugging. You feel me? And I'm happy we didn't go crazy. You feel me? I think this team is in a really good spot. I think it's a really good spot. I wish we could have got Mikal Bridges away from the Suns to make
From
the
the Suns.
trifecta the Villanova trifecta complete, but it didn't work out. I will say this. You know I love RJ Barrett. I'd have traded RJ Barrett for Mikal Bridges, son.
Ah,
I'd have packed him right the fuck up. Oh yeah. Signed,
ah,
sealed, and delivered straight to the Suns. Facts.
wow.
Facts. Straight to the Suns. I feel like Mikal Bridges will fit this team the way it is right now way better than RJ Barrett. Mikal Bridges can shoot just as well, if not better than RJ Barrett. He's a better defender. And I just think he hustles harder. You know what I mean? Like he hustles harder. I just feel like he's a better fit. You know what I mean?
Uh,
But I would
uh,
I would have packed RJ Barrett right the fuck up for Mikal Bridges.
for Mikal Bridges, yeah, definitely. Um, we would have had to give up. We would have had to give up some key pieces. Um, he's definitely a player that will fit what we got going on.
Yeah.
He would be the perfect wing for us. You know, but you know how these teams are, bro. They steady trying to fleece people, and
Yo,
which is
listen,
which is uh huh.
we can't compare with Kevin Durant in a trade situation, bro. It just
No, hell no. And but you know how these teams are when it comes to the Knicks.
yeah,
It comes to the Knicks, and it's like, yo, all right, well, you know, I'll give you Zach Levine, but I want Obi, RJ, quickly, 6 first-round picks, some wild, crazy
yeah,
shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know what? I'm glad that this front office don't bite.
yeah.
And if it's like, yo, if I feel like this front office works in a way like, you know what? If this trade is not gonna benefit us, we're not doing
I,
it. Like, I don't care if the fans get mad. I don't care who get mad. If this trade is not gonna benefit us, I'm not making the trade. And shout out to Leon Rose in the front office for that, man, because like over the summer, if we would have traded for Donovan Mitchell, that would have been that would have set us back.
facts,
That would have set us back, bro.
facts.
Can nobody tell me otherwise? Because we was giving up 4 players and 6 picks for
Mm,
one guy who can't even move the needle for the team that
for
he was on prior.
bruh, and he barely. To me, I feel like if the Cleveland Cavaliers, the way they were last year, was healthy, they'll be in the same spot this year without Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
uh, I think that I don't really think he moved the needle too much for the team that he's on now. So to move all those pieces for him kind of is a moot point. Uh, you mentioned Zach Levine. That's another thing that I know it was just some speculatory rumors. Uh,
Yo, Twitter went
but
crazy bananas off of that. I couldn't believe it.
I could because that's what they do all the time. But
It's ridiculous, bro.
I'm so happy those didn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
But I know there was a lot of Knicks fans that were actually very interested in that trade, and I couldn't understand for the life of me why that was a thing. Shout out to my guy Dwayne. Me and Dwayne had a conversation about this too. He was very interested in Zach Levine, and I'm like, why? You feel me? Zach Levine injury prone. He tried to say Zach Levine played more games this season than RJ Barrett. I was like, RJ Barrett had a freak accident. You feel me? Like if RJ Barrett didn't have that freak accident where his finger was lacerated, he would have played all the games this season except for one. You feel me?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh,
Yeah.
Can't say the same for Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is always injured. Not only that, I don't want to be caught up with a contract with a person until what 2027, I think 26, 27,
Yep.
where he'll be making 48 million at the end of his contract for somebody that we don't even know is going to be on the court for a large majority of the games because of injury. That's not smart to me. And then you add the fact that he's already on the team with another guy that's considered an all-star caliber player in DeRozan, and that team is not even better than the team that you want him traded to. Makes no sense. Like, why would I trade for a guy who's considered supposed to be considered an all-star or a superstar, but is on a team that is not that don't have a better record than the team that you want him traded to? Not saying that he's on that team by himself. He's on that team coupled with another guy who's what most considered better. Like both, like, all right, this is what I'm trying to say. If you take Zach LaVine and DeRozan individually and you line them up one by one next to everybody on the New York Knicks roster, most people would take Zach LaVine and DeRozan over everybody we got on our roster. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So now you got two of those guys on the same team and they don't even have a better record than us. So why would I want one of those guys on my team
That's a fact.
at an exorbitant price? You feel me? Like, they're not even better than the team of the guys that they both together supposed to be better than. And what makes it worse, every analysis, every talk head on sports TV had them listed and ranked higher than the New York Knicks, even after the Lonzo Ball injury.
Yep, that's right. That's
And
right.
now, even after Jalen Brunson, you got anything you want to say on that topic? Because I got one more thing I want to say, then I'm off this.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah. Oh, all right. This is involving the Nets, and I never really talk about the Nets on Nixon ish. But this is more of me just wanting a fucking apology. I want an apology from everybody, every single last person who belittled and berated the New York Knicks for not signing Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I want an apology. I want an apology, a formal apology from Stephen A. Smith. I want a formal apology for everybody on ESPN and the TNT staff, Shaq and Charles Barkley, namely them two, because they were ridiculing us and belittling us because we didn't sign KD and Kyrie. The amount of, and everybody else, the ones that's not on TV as well, Knicks, Twitter, all y'all that was out there coming at the Knicks crazy for not going crazy to get these guys. Oh, the Knicks couldn't seal the deal. They couldn't do it again. What would that have gotten us? Look what it got the Brooklyn Nets. What would that have gotten us? I am passionate about this because I sat there mad. Like, first of all, I didn't even want neither one of them on my team. And then to see the things that people were saying about us that we didn't get them, to hear the way they was. I want an apology for all of y'all. Stephen A. Smith, Shaq, Chuck, everybody on ESPN that had a joke about the New York Knicks for not signing KD and Kyrie. I want an apology from all y'all. All y'all. Man. Y'all supposed to be professional and analysts and no more than the average sports commentator or viewer. But time and time again, when y'all make predictions, when y'all make your analysis, y'all be wrong. Y'all were wrong y'all was not, for lack of a better word, because I'm from New York and I don't know how to talk no other way. And I don't mean no real disrespect behind this. But for black, y'all was riding Brooklyn Nets dick when they signed KD and Kyrie. Riding them. Yo, oh, they going to the championship. They can't be beat. There's no way they gonna not. No. That's what y'all did. I want an apology. They didn't even make it out the second round. I want an apology to my New York Knicks for how y'all was talking about us, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't tell Stephen A. Smith at the Nets if they were. Oh, if the Nets get it together, they they go. What did that get anybody? Nothing. It got y'all first. It got y'all first row seats to the greatest circus in New York City since William Baldwin and Bailey. We haven't seen a greater circus since William Baldwin and Bailey in New York City.
That's a fact.
I want an apology, man. I gotta clip that and make that a reel because that was some heat.
Yo, listen, bro. It's real talk, man. It's real talk. You know, they killed us for not signing all the top free agents, not just Kevin Durant and Kyrie. They made fun of us for not signing like LeBron. You know, all the top players. You know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is, man. Shit like this happens. You know, the media always gonna talk. Stephen A. Smith, I always say, keep your ass in Brooklyn. I do not want to see you step foot in the Garden. You right as of right now, your fan card has been taken. Your fan card has been taken.
Stephen A. tried to retract. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Knicks is going to run New York.
Right.
Nah, brother. Nah, brother. Nah,
keep that same energy you had. Keep that same energy you had.
You want now? We gonna be for the foreseeable future running the city after you done call our GM all kinds of cowards. All kinds of cowards.
All kind of names.
All kinds of names, man. Listen, I said it, and shout out to everybody who's been dedicated to Knicks and Ish. For those who's been watching the platform since 2019, y'all know I was like, yo, I never wanted Kyrie. As soon as Kyrie's name was mentioned, I was like, nah, I'm good. And then when KD, but I was like, yo, I will admit, if it takes us getting KD, if we have to take Kyrie to get KD, I'm interested because KD's that fire. You feel me? But when KD got injured and tore the Achilles, I said, yo, he's never going to be the same. He's never going to play a large amount of games in the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want neither one of them. And I was right. 100%. Y'all need to first of all, my name is T-Tom. You can find me all these social media platforms because I do a better job than all these analysts y'all got on there because I told y'all this shit was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I told y'all Kyrie was a cancer and he was gonna come to Brooklyn and ruin Brooklyn. And I didn't want him to ruin my Knicks. Bruh,
mm-hmm.
I want an apology, bro. Somebody got to apologize to the Knicks, man. We not just going to gloss over the fact that y'all did what y'all did and said what y'all said. You know what I mean? And the New Yorker, hold on. And the New Yorker newspaper for that corny ass cover y'all did with KD, Kyrie, and James Harden real big. And Julius Randle and RJ Barrett real small. Y'all was corny for that, but guess who's still in New York and who's not? None of those guys that you had big in New York are still here. They didn't accomplish shit. They didn't do shit. They ain't been here long. But guess who's still here? Julius Randle and RJ Barrett.
Pack them up.
all-star level Julius Randle. I think if you look at it, Julius Randle's probably having a better season than James Harden right now. Y'all gotta chill out, man. I want an apology from everybody, man.
Word.
All my social media handles is right here. You know what I mean? So I'll take it in form of a DM.
That's
I'll take
funny.
it. I need an apology, bro. Except for Stephen A. Smith. You got to go on ESPN and apologize. That's the only person
Yeah,
that
nah.
he's the only person that got to apologize on ESPN. Because I saw what he did, try to gloss over the fact like he didn't say that the Knicks will regret this and the Brooklyn Nets gonna bring a championship to New York. And I remember all that. All that. I'm sorry, Kev, I'm rambling, but that, bruh, got me hyped.
Nah, listen, it's the truth, man. You know, he a lot of them overdid it, you know, and you know, I don't know, man. I can't call it. I really can't call it, man. I was telling Breezy yesterday, and I was getting on him heavy because of it, you know, and I'm kind of glad they ain't win no championship. I'm kind of glad, bro.
Kind of glad. I'm elated. You feel me? Like this joy resonating through my body that it went down the way that it did.
Yeah, that's a fact, Mike. That is a fact. That's a fact.
And that's one thing I forgot to mention. I think I did mention it already, but Josh Hart's gonna be a lot of y'all favorite player. You feel me? A lot of y'all favorite player. And they did make a comparison to John Starks. And the only comparison I have with them two is the heart that they're gonna bring to the team.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yep.
The games are not really that similar. John Starks was a bona fide jump shooter. He played some solid defense, but he wasn't really renowned for his defensive efforts. You know what I mean? And it was just the heart that he brought to the team. And Josh Hart got that same kind of heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I think Josh Hart basketball IQ is way higher than John Starks was. No disrespect to the OG. You feel me? Like, no disrespect to the OG. I'm saying all this purely off of what I see basketball analysis wise. You feel me? Yeah, I think Josh Hart just has a slightly higher basketball IQ. You could tell by the way when he steals the ball, like he knows immediately what to do with it.
Yo,
you
facts.
Feel me? Like even in midair, like I just stole the ball. I'm not going to even wait till I land because you're open.
I'm gonna throw it to you.
When he get the rebound, sometimes he don't even turn around. He might just pass it to the guy that's right there because they're already running full speed the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like it's those little things that you might not even realize that make a difference. You feel me? Like, and he does that on a consistent basis. He might not do a lot of things that's gonna fill the stat sheet because he won't get an assist for, like I said, grabbing a rebound, hitting somebody this way while they running full speed. They might get the point or the rebound, but he won't get the assist for it. You know what I mean? Like, so he said Knicks versus. Yeah, I'm not even. I'm mad. I'm not even gonna be able to watch it. I'm gonna be at work. You know what I mean?
Oh, that sucks. You
Yeah.
got to record it though. You got to record it.
Nah, because what I used to the app I used to record on, I ain't paying for that shit no more. You know what I mean?
Oh, that sucks.
So if it's on MSG, I won't actually be able to physically see the game until maybe like, because I might catch it when I come home, and that's a thin chance. Like I gotta get home like right away.
I got you.
Or I catch it a couple days later when it's on what you call it?
Encore.
League Pass.
Oh, okay.
Now this is really the last thing I'm gonna say before I dip.
Yeah.
Because I said I was gonna say this. Watching games, because I spent like most of my day watching basketball games that I miss for the Knicks, right? watching how other announcers talk about our players kind of gives you kind of gives you a
Bless you.
perspective. Thank you. Kind of gives you a perspective of how our players are viewed around the league, right? There's no reason for the Orlando's Magic announcer to big up anybody on that team. Doesn't benefit them. There's no reason for the Los Angeles Clippers announcers to big up anybody on our team. It's nothing in it for them. But the way that they talk about Julius Randle, Brunson, and RJ Barrett in such high regard to their skill in the game of basketball, and I go on Nick Twitter and hear the exact opposite. It's like, yo,
Yeah,
y'all, and I don't care how anybody feel. These guys who literally do this for a living has watched way more basketball than we probably all can even imagine. Most of them are older than us by far, right? But this, I ain't gonna say there's a lot of Knicks fans that's in that's up there in age. Shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? But the ones that are active on Knicks Twitter, these guys is watching more basketball. And the way they talk about Julius Randle and his skill set and how good he is at basketball.
mm-hmm.
The way they talk about Jalen Brunson, I think all Knicks fans really kind of agree that Jalen Brunson's good at basketball. Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, the way they talk about these guys, the way they talk about the team in general, as like, yo, you don't want to mess with the Knicks. That's the vibe I get every time I listen to them kind of talk about the Knicks. Hey, listen, we might be up, but hey, this not the team to play with. You feel me? That's the vibes I get when I'm listening to these announcers for these other teams. They're like, oh yeah, we up by 10, but yo, nah, this not the team to be like, yo, chilling with, cause it could happen. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, even going into the game, like, yo, I know they records say this, but this is not the team you want to play with because they got 3 20-point scorers on their team.
That's a fact.
There hasn't been 3 20-point scorers on the same team in over a decade, fam.
Since 1987, I think it was. Yeah,
It was I think it was in the 90s, maybe. I don't know.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But bruh, so I just want to say, like, Knicks fans, I granted, and I understand why, because y'all wanted to go from a 17-win team 3 years ago to a championship team this year. I guess that makes sense to y'all. But for us realists that might be a little bit wary about our basketball team, this is what the growing pains look like.
Yep.
There's going to be people on this team in the next year or two there's people on this team that in the next year or two that's not going to be on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we build. I feel like we got a great foundation. Starting with Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear about Julius Randle being a part of the foundation. Well, tough noogies.
That's what he is. That's what he is.
Like, y'all act like there's a whole bunch of people walking around giving you 25, 11, and 4. Like, yeah, act like that's something that grows on trees, especially at the price that bro. If anybody else in the NBA was giving 25, 10, and 4, y'all be paying 35 million a year plus for that person. Yo, Andre Drummond, I think made more before he got bought out than Julius Randle, and he ain't never gave anybody 25, 10, and 4. I think nah, I'm lying. I was about to lie real quick. I was about to say I think DeAndre Jordan made more than Julius Randle making more right now, but that's cap. But I think Andre Drummond definitely made more than what Julius Randle's making right now. and he ain't never gave nobody 25, 10, and 4. Like,
Nah,
there's players in it that's making more money than Julius Randle right now, and they never gave nobody 25, 10, and 4.
that's true.
I'll say it's about a good. Julius Randle is 31 on the list of top paid players. I'll say 25 of those people ahead of him ain't even close to Julius Randle's numbers on the season.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And I'm being generous with that 25 because I don't want to like overshoot. You feel me? Like that the
Yeah,
25 is just a safe landing spot. I'm really thinking like 30, 35.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But yo, Kev, you got anything you want to add? I know I monopolized a lot of the time tonight, Playboy.
Nah, you good, man. You good, man. You good. I'm good, man. You know, I think we've touched up on a lot of the things that we needed to touch up on. And you know, I'm excited with the way the team is. You know, I know a lot of other guys. I know a lot of fans aren't, but I think we headed down the right down the right direction. I like our
Yeah,
direction, the way we're going, man, and I hope it continues. Um, let's go Knicks.
that's a fact. Darlene, no. So let me address this real quick. Darlene, I'm gonna let you know. Not all other announcers hate the Knicks. I'm talking about you talking about like the major networks. You talking about like ESPN. You talking about like TNT. Like those guys hate the Knicks. I'm talking about the hometown announcers from the other teams. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm talking about
yep.
the guys who like the same way that Clyde and Mike Breen are our announcers. Every team got their announcers. Those guys don't hate the Knicks. They talk
Nah, they
about us
don't.
in very high regard. In
Word,
very high
word.
regard, which is crazy. Uh, But yeah, yo, shout out to everybody who pulled up tonight. It was dope. I'm probably gonna go missing for another week. Now not probably. I am going missing for another week. But y'all, and as y'all already know, y'all in very great hands. Kev has been doing an amazing job. Shout
Appreciate
out to
y'all,
the rest
man.
of the rest of the team, Knicks and Ish family, Fraz, Anna, and Marlon. You know what I mean? Even though Marlon he got his toe in both ponds. He's a Nick and Net fan. I respect it
Yup.
though. You
Nah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Facts.
Y'all in great hands, man. Just continue to support, man. Continue to go to that YouTube. Yeah, I mean, Darlene's already over there. She ain't been back to Facebook like that since she went over to the YouTube. You feel me? I respect it. Mike Steezo, I see you. I didn't get a chance to give you a shout out, but I see you, bro. Yo, Barry, man, listen, I got wild love for you, bro. But I know you got a YouTube, man. Go to YouTube, man. That's where we trying to funnel in all this traffic, man. Listen, y'all don't want me to disappear for weeks at a time. Help your boy get paid. You feel me? Help your boy get paid over this. You feel me? Like I would never. If I was getting paid off this, I'd be here every day. You feel me? But you know, grown people gotta do grown people stuff. So,
Facts.
yeah, but appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, I mean, and make sure y'all keep on supporting my guy Kev, man, because I be in the comments and I see y'all still in here, and it makes me very happy. You feel me? That
Yeah, I
y'all get the
appreciate them.
that y'all get this, y'all still get to get this great flex because Kev is nice with his too as well. You know what I mean? But I'm
I
out of here, man.
appreciate that. All right, man. Y'all be easy.